So there I was, foolishly feeling pretty good about myself. Made it through the part two of Dead as Money series by Mr. Signon. And I made it through his socialist bank nationalization assessment towards the end. And I was feeling really, really good about myself. I'm like, yeah, I made it. I'm objective. I'm not feeling one way or the other about his thing. I disagree with what course needs to take place um, to fix what we have. However, I do agree that there are some issues and pitfalls. Further, I believe that if his ultimate assessment is based on some of the information he presents, then he may want to look deeper to see if, in fact, there is no value where he says there's no value. Let me say one thing before I go on. In all of this week, as I'm doing this research on banking and watching these videos made by other people, I have heard the terms out of thin air so many times that I think I'm going to get eardrum damage from hearing the same thing over and over again. There's this repetitiveness, this brainwashing repetitiveness. Out of thin air, collapse, implode, over and over and over again. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. But I'm going to get through it. I'm going to get through it. And when I'm done getting through with it, I'm going to tell you maybe why I feel that certain things aren't just created out of thin air, whether it's Sarah Palin saying it or a cartoonist saying it, and why I feel that way. But that's not the point of this video. No, 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 no. The point of this video was that I was coming off of part two feeling really good in this series of Dead as Money. And guess what the title of Dead as Money Part 3 is? The Rothchild Mafia. I literally rolled my eyes and giggled a little bit. Is there something to it? I don't know. You know, the big banking conspiracy about it all leading back to a single central family in England, and that's what we actually fought the Revolutionary War over. And it makes me think back to that cartoon that was circulating in, what is it, 2008, 2009, with the little characters with the big round eyes be like, I'm gonna smash the Rothschilds, and it showed the little seal for the Rothschild family going along, and it's all a bunch of animation. Well, what is it? What is it with these people and cartoons, huh? Do we need to only present things in 7 colors to really get people's interest? Is that what's going on? Ay caramba! But I'm gonna make it through it. I'm gonna do the whole series and figure out what's what. Because I'm a little curious myself. Can I look at something in a non-biased fashion, which I am. I do come into this with my own biases. I have a bias towards ultimate free market, and that's how I feel about it, from free market monetary system right on down. To give you a Reader's Digest version, and some of y'all may have seen this on the one video I did that I pulled down, the fact that time preference and on demand was created as a marketable item, I think is an evolution of money, and there is a service there, and there is value to that service, as well as there is value to maintaining it. So I don't think in certain ways this strange outlook on something stinks banking that some seem to have. I think there's a couple of moving parts that when you leave them all, certain theories make sense, but when you think about everything together, either one, the system that we have now makes more sense than any alternative, or just we need to go back to the drawing board and really figure out what's up. All right, so that is that for the Daily Dose while I watch this Rothchild Mafia, which I got to tell you really quick. I first heard about the Rothschilds, I think it was in 1993. There was a movie, Mike Meyer made it, called So I Married an Axe Murderer, and his dad was this Scottish conspiratorial theorist guy, and he talks about a pentaveret, which is the 5 people that rule the entire world. And Mike Myers' friend's like, okay, so just who is in this Pentaveret? And he goes, the Queen, the Yetis, the Rothschilds, and Colonel Sanders before he went tits up. So I see it as a joke. And if there is truth to this, I think that that it's not very nice to make sport of people that are in fact right. But at this point, I do see it as a joke. I see it as laughable. And I think about that video of the guy harassing another old man in a wheelchair, be like, how does it feel to be killing people in South America? And he was of the Rothschild family. Anyway, more to come. Catch y'all later.